let's go and get in our top 25s. Arthur, go and put up your top 25 to start. What do you got here?
Obviously, my Ohio State Buckeyes at number one. It would be blasphemy. Listen, I understand what Tim is saying. Indiana has had the tougher schedule. Guess what? We've played our schedule and we're undefeated and we're number one. So, yes, Ohio State's number one. Indiana, I got them at number two. Again, I don't think this is a fluke team. I believe that Curt Cignetti is really building his program. He's building his culture with the Hoosiers. They've been a basketball school for a very long time. Well, right now, the tides have flipped because basketball has sucked. And the football team is right now holding the Hoosier fans, holding the Indiana University, holding them upright. Texas A&M, I got them at number 3. They're playing fantastic. Georgia, they've had 2 close call games this season. Ones that really hit me were Tennessee and Ole Miss. I'll talk about Ole Miss a little bit more when I get to them. Alabama, they're playing well. They're playing a lot better. They started off slow, but right now, number 5. I can't be mad at how Kalen DeBoer and this team with Ty Simpson as the leader has righted this ship. They're starting to play. They're playing very, very well. And like I said, I got Ty Simpson now as my Heisman favorite. Oregon, Dan Lanning and his Oregon Ducks, they got a loss on the season, but hey, they're still playing very well. I expect them to be a threat when the college football playoff turn comes here. Georgia Tech, listen, man, the city of Atlanta, I love it. I need to get down there. I need to see Georgia Tech play. I need to be in that atmosphere. I bet it's amazing. Miami, the U, it's been a little bit of a slump. I'm surprised. I thought Carson Beck and them were going to be able to stay up there in the top 3, but sometimes, as Chauncey Billups say, you got to see where the chips fall. Ole Miss. Ole Miss. Dude, look, that was disappointing, okay? Bryson, can we put my face up here real quick, please? Because I really want to go into this.
Yeah, I got you. What's up?
What in the hell was that game, dude? You have it. You literally have the game. And then when you get the ball back after letting Georgia score, you still have the lead, Bryson. They still have the lead. And then those 3 straight passes, I understand your rushing offense wasn't doing what you would have liked it to do. Okay, I get it. But at some point in time, you still got to keep the ball on the ground. Why are you doing 3 straight passes? Why? Okay, and that's when that happened on that drive, I said, oh, yeah, it's over. It's over. Bulldogs are going to win this game because you got them scared to run the ball. You can't be scared to get out of what your game plan was. Run the ball on first down, get, a few yards, make it third and manageable. Instead, you have it 3rd and 10 steal after 2 straight pass attempts before. No, get the ball on first down, run it a little bit, see what you can do on second, and see what you can do on third. Instead, you give Georgia Bulldogs life because they see, oh, okay, this is going to run the ball. Cool. 3 straight pass attempts. Oh, yeah. Kirby Smart saw that. Hey, it's blood in the water. Let's run them out of here. And that's exactly what you did. You can't get scared out of your game plan. You got to stick to your game plan. And it disappointed me because they had it. They should have won that game. But you choked. That was a terrible choke job. Let me stop. Let me calm down because I was angry last week about it. But we're back. Diego Pavia. Bryson's favorite quarterback, not Joey Aguilar. He'll be fine. It is Diego Pavia, the real team of Nashville, the real college football team of Tennessee. They are right now on a roll. Okay, anchor down, baby. I love what I see from the Vanderbilt Commodores. BYU, the Mormons are playing well. I didn't expect to see them in the college football playoff, but hey, we here, baby. As long as they can keep doing what they're doing, they're going to be in the college football playoff. Notre Dame, I'm happy, okay? Because, listen, I was very disappointed, and I said it for weeks. There's no way you go from being in the national championship last year to now you're at the bottom of the freaking pack. But Coach Freeman has righted that ship, and they're right now at number 12 on my list. Oklahoma, it's been a little bit of a fall off. I need y'all to come on. But I blame that on John Mateer because, dude, you had no business being in that red rivalry game 2 weeks ago. Y'all could have still been in the top 10. Y'all still would have been cool. But you messed that up. Right now, y'all on the outside looking in. First team on the outside looking in, which that needs to be a good thing for y'all. But y'all shouldn't be on the outside looking in. Y'all should still be in. Texas Tech, Virginia, and Missouri, I got them at 14, 15, and 16. Okay? Look, dog, we didn't expect these schools to be here. I still think of the Virginia Cavaliers as a basketball school. But the fact that your football team is doing well, I'm happy for y'all. But again, it's just part of being we didn't expect y'all to be here. Okay. Missouri, we got Nick Saban talking about Missouri being a threat in the SEC. Since when? I didn't know the Missouri Tigers were a flex. We're going to be a threat. We're going to be hey, we got the Missouri Tigers in the SEC. Okay, the Big Ten is nothing. Like, come on, Coach Saban. What are we talking about here? But Tennessee, hey, what was going on with that orange? Bryson, that should looking spoiled. It's looking old. Okay, don't look good, especially when you keep talking about how they are the premier college football team of Tennessee, and it don't look like it so far this season. USF playing exceptionally well. Louisville, you got to give them credit where credit is due. LSU, dog, y'all been a big disappointment. Okay, I talked about it 2 weeks ago. Y'all don't look like Tigers. Y'all looking like pussycats this season. I thought this offense was going to be better. I know Garrett Nussmeier was one of the premier Heisman candidates, along with Arch Manning as well from the Texas Longhorns. But dog, y'all have been bad to say the least. Texas Longhorns. Listen, I'm nice, okay, but y'all probably will be out of this top 25 by the end of the weekend. I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm being nice, but y'all being 21 overall. Okay. Cincinnati Bearcats, Luke Fickell should still be there, but nonetheless, you build on your foundation. Luke Fickell set the foundation, and right now the Bearcats are building on top of it. And they are having success doing it. Arizona State, Illinois, Michigan to round out my top 25. Michigan, hey man, listen, freshman quarterback. Bryce Underwood is just going to continue getting better. You're just going to have to deal with the growing pains. But that's my top 25 for this college football week 9.
Before we move on, Arthur, you say one more bad word about Tennessee not being in the premier team in college football.
Tennessee sucks.
You both better watch it. All right,
Hey,
watch yourself.
It seems like everything with Tennessee is bad in front of it. Tennessee Titans, the Tennessee Volunteers. Hey man,
Bryson, you ready to carry this show by yourself?
You know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Dang it, that's where we're at. Listen, you might have to put an APB out for me if the Florida Gators end up beating us on November 22nd. Tim, I'm a little nervous for that game. I'm more nervous. Hand to God, more nervous for that game than I am Vanderbilt. That just shows you how little respect I have for the Commodores. Anyways, Tim, let's go and put up your top 25 if we can have it up here. There you go. What do you got here?
There we go. We got a little bit of a shake-up here, kind of similar to what Art has, but obviously starting off with Ohio State, getting the shutout victory over Wisconsin, Indiana destroying Michigan State. What else is new? Michigan State's not good. A&M still undefeated after squeaking by Arkansas 45-42. Bama absolutely routing Tennessee, jumps up to number 4. Georgia at number 5. Due to their come-from-behind victory against Ole Miss. Georgia Tech remains 7-0, undefeated after taking down Duke. Oregon, 6-1, bounce-back victory, destroying Rutgers 56-10. Ole Miss, tough loss for them, but I still have them, obviously, in my top 10. Miami, same thing. Tough loss versus Louisville, but hey, you love to see it. And then Vanderbilt, of course, they are back in good graces after beating number 10 LSU because, as we all know, LSU is fake. So Vanderbilt is number 10. Then I have Notre Dame at number 11 after taking down number 20 ranked USC 34-24 at home. Big time victory for the Fighting Irish if they have any hopes of getting back in the college football playoff. Then I got Missouri. Winning in overtime 23-17 at Auburn. No matter what you say about Auburn, Jordan Hare is always a tough place to play. So big victory for Missouri. Oklahoma, same thing as what Art said. The fact that they have one loss at the Red River rivalry is just stupid. John Mateer shouldn't have played, which is why they're on the outside looking in. Texas Tech, brutal loss at Arizona State last week, 26-22, is why they've fallen far out of the top 10. BYU, still undefeated somehow. So, after a good victory over number 23, Utah, 24-21. That's why I got them at number 15. Tennessee, Now, I don't want to appease Bryson, but I do have Tennessee one spot higher than where Art has them. So there's that. Otherwise, Tennessee sucks. And then I've got Virginia at 17 after taking down Washington State 22-20. Only jumped up 2 slots from where I had them last at number 19. Michigan has continued to get the win, especially the week after they lose, dominating Washington 24-7. Cincinnati 6-1, 49-17 takedown at Oklahoma State. Yes, Oklahoma State is without a quarterback, but I still like the Bearcats at number 19. And then I got Navy. They were on a bye last week, but they are undefeated. Moving on to the final part of the top 25, you got the Trojans. I had them falling from 16 to 21 after that loss at Notre Dame. Louisville, I have jumping from unranked to rank after taking down Miami. Louisville has looked good. LSU, once again, falling from 17 to 23. I would take them off this list if it wasn't for USF, but I don't like USF. I think they're a fake good football team. So, yes, that's why I have LSU at 23. Then I've got Illinois, and to round it off, Arizona State.
Fair enough. Listen, I respect you standing on principle and just saying the heck with Texas. Arthur, you said Arthur. I'm gonna be nice to Texas. I'll put them in. They're 5-2. Okay, whatever. I respect Tim standing on principle. Still a fake top 10 win for the Gators, right?
Correct. Texas is a fake top 10 win. Texas is an extremely fake football team, even though I will say Arch Manning probably looked his best last week.
He did. He has played better. And that was a good road win against Kentucky. Go and put up my top 25 this week. So go ahead.
I said bad road win versus Kentucky. The fact that it went to overtime, come on.
And let's keep it a buck. Mark Stoops blew that call in overtime. That was the bad coaching certainly aided Texas in a major way. Go and put in my top 25. I've got the defending champion Ohio State Buckeyes number 1 again last week, dominating Wisconsin. Julian Sand has been absolutely balling out quickly. When you look at the Buckeyes, Julian Sand again opening up the offense, getting the ball to Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, and others. I had Indiana number 2 last week, even before the Miami loss. A lot of folks have Miami too. Indiana's been unbelievable. To Tim's point, Fernando Mendoza has been playing awesome football this year. He is in the running to be the first overall pick in the draft. I've got the Tide number 3. I think they've looked unbelievable since that opening loss against Florida State. Ty Simpson is very much firmly in the Heisman Trophy discussion. 2 elite receivers, Jeremy Bernard, Ryan Williams, and Kalen DeBoer. Listen, as much flack as he's taken, Kalen DeBoer, his resume would tell you, certainly if you look at recently at Washington prior to Bama, last year had a tough year. You know what? He's still a great coach, and he is pretty much never loses when he wears the black hoodie. If he's wearing the black hoodie, you're in trouble. Georgia Bulldogs number 4, big time win against Ole Miss last week. Kind of a shootout game. The fact that they've been able to win 2 of these type of games against my Vols and then against the Ole Miss Rebels. Gunnar Stockton has really, really impressed me in recent weeks. It looks like Kirby Smart has kind of opened up this offense for him to cook. Obviously, Georgia added some wide receivers in the portal to give him the best opportunity to succeed. I've got A&M number 5. I think A&M is a tinge overrated by some of the top 25 polls. I get it. Undefeated in the SEC, but their schedule outside of, listen, to their credit, a big-time win against Notre Dame on the road. That's really important. Other than that, they've kind of played a soft SEC schedule. We'll see what they do in the final half of the season, starting today against LSU in Death Valley. Number 6, I've got Oregon. Dante Moore's really impressed me. I think we talk about potential Heisman candidates. You have to at least bring up his name. Dan Lanning's done a great job there. Very much a contender in the Big Ten. Ole Miss, number 7, they fall just a little bit, but they're still an excellent football team. The kid Chambliss, the backup quarterback who stepped in and played well, he's been great. Want to see them establish the running game more moving forward. I've got Notre Dame at number 8. They've looked fantastic since the 0-2 start. Marcus Freeman's done a great job. CJ Carr has been one of the more impressive young quarterbacks in college football. I think the Fighting Irish have a real chance to, again, it was important for them to run the table the rest of the year. They beat USC last week. It was a good win, put themselves in position to make the playoff. And listen, they were the national championship runner-up, so who knows what could happen. I've got the Miami Hurricanes number 9. Listen, they dropped 6 spots for me after that loss to Louisville. Carson Beck, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 interceptions. Rough game for him. One of the more inconsistent quarterbacks in college football. But that defense is great. I still think they're going to be in good shape moving forward. Georgia Tech, how about this? How about, undefeated in the ACC, good quarterback play, solid coaching. I've got the Yellow Jackets in the top 10. Moving on to the next 10, I've got BYU at number 11. Listen, undefeated in the Big 12. Big time win against Utah last week, kind of a statement win in that conference, putting themselves in a really good position to win the Big 12 and get in the playoff. I've got Oklahoma 12. Listen, they've big time bounce back win last week against South Carolina. As the guy said before me, ain't no way John Mateer should have played in that game against Texas. If not, Oklahoma's probably in the top 5 today. So that was a tough loss early, and we'll see how they rebound down the stretch late. Still, good opportunity potentially make the SEC championship game. I do have Vanderbilt at 13, unlucky number 13, but still they are in the top 13, if you will. Diego Pavia's played excellent football. What can you say? 15 touchdowns, 4 picks, big time win against Missouri at home. I will give love where it's due. He's still not but even the best quarterback in his own state in college football, but that's okay. Virginia at number 14, the ACC. Texas Tech, that loss on the road last week against Arizona State. It was a tough one for the Red Raiders. Again, I think if there's one thing we learned in college football last week, it is that winning on the road is really, really, really hard. And Texas Tech, you saw that going on the road to Arizona State and losing. We'll see if the Red Raiders bounce back. My Vols at 16. Again, the tough loss against Alabama. It's just, I'll talk about this more in the Vol view in just a few minutes, but the play calling down the 1 yard line really screwed Tennessee over to give them an opportunity to cut it to a 2-point game. Alas, the defense played better than I expected. We'll see how Joey Aguilar rebounds. Hopefully his neck is in good shape and he's healthy moving forward. Missouri at 17. Big game against Vandy today. Only got 1 loss in the season. Listen, Cincinnati Bearcats have played great football. Again, a real legit contender in the Big 12. That kind of chase down the stretch between the BYU Cougars, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, and the Cincinnati Bearcats will be fun to watch. I've got USF at number 19. The big game. I'm very, very excited to see USF and Memphis. Today, this afternoon, USF has been playing great football, and shout out to that program. LSU at number 20. Listen, that offense is just anemic. If you take out a win against a FCS team, they have yet to score more than 24 points this season. This offense has been abysmal. It's been anemic. Want to see the LSU Tigers bounce back today against A&M. And finally, to round out my top 25, Louisville at number 21. I've been impressed by Louisville all season. So for them to go on the road in Miami to get that win was very impressive. Arizona State at 22. I'm still holding out faith that potentially Arizona State could still come through for me and win the Big 12 as I predicted in the regular season. I'm a huge fan of Kenny Dillingham. I had Illinois in the playoff before the year. That's obviously not going to happen unless something crazy happens. Luke Altmaier's a good quarterback. Illinois is at number 23. I've got Texas at 24. Look, the defense is excellent. The weapons are, Arch Manning did play solid. We've seen a gradual improvement certainly since that week 1 loss against Ohio State. We'll see how Texas plays today. And I got Houston to round out the top 25 in the Big 12. Cougars have been playing good football. So that's how my top 25 looks.